Hello? Hello, and welcome to your new summer job here at Freddy's Family Diner. I'm your new boss, as the previous guy, quite frankly, had no idea what he was talking about, and we think he might have been dropped as a baby. So, let's get you settled in. As the night guard, your job is pretty simple. You gotta watch over the building and make sure nobody tries to steal any merchandise, tamper with the robots, that kind of thing. Just so you're aware, the animatronic characters do walk around at night. Their servos would lock up if they weren't allowed to go into their free roam mode, so it's a little adjustment you gotta make. From what we know, they try to find someone to entertain at night and are drawn to noises within the building. What's the only source of sound right now? If you guessed your office, we got a winner! They shouldn't bother you if they happen to make it in there. But if you find them annoying, just throw in the spare Freddy Fazbear head we left with you. It'll probably trick them into thinking you're one of the mascots and they'll go away. That being said, I wouldn't wear it for too long. I think dust, probably fiberglass and other kinds of debris, got into there while the building was under construction. You don't need to asphyxiate on the job. Oh, right. Almost forgot. You probably noticed there's a music box you have to keep wound up with the button prompts. That's for our new mascot to replace an older gift-giving robot. It's a shame some kid tore him apart, but he's sitting in the parks nowadays and shouldn't bug you. Just keep an eye on that music box. I don't think the puppet thing will fall from the mast. I think that covers everything for tonight. You have a good night now. We made it to day 2. I take it the first night wasn't a problem. Everything seemed fine and dandy when I came in this morning, so good work. I didn't mention this yesterday night, but try flashing your light in any rooms the robots might be. Bright enough light seemed to cause them to undergo a system reboot or something, stall. If you ever need to buy yourself time to, let's say, wind the music box, just do that and you hold them in place for a bit. Now then, there should be a few more of our mascots moving around, and... Right. Foxy the Pirate is pretty easy to deal with. He's most sensitive to light. If you see him in the hall in front of your office, just flash your light at him and he'll walk away. That one seems to be twitchy. There's also another gift-giving robot, Kitty Fastcat. You can't miss her, she's a bright pink cat. She likes to climb on things, so if you see her in the vent above you, there's an audio burst system you can use. I think a button turns it on to draw her out. You gotta use it in the room she starts in though, Party Room 2. If she happens to enter the office, the mask should fool her. Just be warned, the audio alert needs a couple seconds to recharge after you activate it. Alright, I'll leave you to it. See you tomorrow. Hello, hello. Well done so far, Mr. Burke. I'm going to tell you right now, though, things are going to get a little more intense. See, we've noticed Freddy, for some odd reason, attempts to mess with the generator in the East Hall. I would guess the first time he shows up, the power will go out for a little bit, but the next time it does, it'll go out for good. To fend him off, keep flashing your light on him when you see him in the East Hall. Or use the audio alert on your tablet to lure him away if he shows up in front of your office. That reminds me, we also have a newer robot here, Doug the Dog, who also listens to the alert. But you have to use it in the room he came from prior. For example, he starts in the first party room, so if you see him in party room 2, use the alert in room 1. Got it? Before I head off, I found out something interesting. There's another robot in the parts room. Apparently, the first animatronic this company ever had. Everyone in the building was acting weird when I wanted to go see it for myself. They told me it should not and will not move, so it shouldn't be any trouble for you. I don't know what the big deal is, but I figured I'd let you know. Good luck.
dum 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 dum.